Are you able to see the screen? Okay, so in the morning lecture, we have introduced CRZ, Coastal Regulation Zone. We have seen its importance, and now we will see the provisions in this CRZ notification, or we can say guidelines. So Ministry of Environment Forest has received representations from various coastal states, and accordingly they have modified the notification which was published in 2011. So draft regulation zone notification 2018 was issued and hosted in website of the Ministry of Environment and Forest. So they have taken objection suggestions from the people, and so in exercise of the powers conferred by the subsection as per the procedure, the Coastal Regulation Zone Notification 2011 in view to conserve and protect the unique environment of the coastal stretches and marine areas, besides livelihood security to the fisher communities. लाईव्हलीहूड म्हणजे काय? रोजीरोटीचं साधन, दररोजचं इन्कम, त्यांचा इन्कम त्याच्यावरती डिपेंडेंट असतो. फिशरमॅन्स, मत्स्य व्यवसाय करणारे बरेच कोळी बांधव त्या भागात असतात. And other local communities in the coastal area, and to promote sustainable development based on scientific principles, taking into account the dangers of natural hazards, sea level rise due to global warming, do hereby declares the coastal stretches of the country and water areas up to territorial water limit, excluding the islands of Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, and marine areas surrounding these islands as coastal regulation zone as under. So they have defined which is the coastal regulation zone, CRZ. So first point is the land area from high tide line, that is STL, to 500 meters on the landward side along the sea front. म्हणजे समुद्राच्या काठापासून the land area from the high tide line to 500 meters on the landward side, जमिनीकडच्या बाजूला 500 मीटर पर्यंत. कुठपासून? तर हाय टाईड लाईन कुठे आहे तिथपासून चा जो 500 मीटरचा म्हणजे अर्धा किलोमीटरचा एरिया जो असेल, दॅट विल बी कन्सिडर्ड ॲज अ zone under this CRZ, that is coastal regulation zone. So for the purposes of this notification, STL means the line on the land up to which highest water line reaches during the spring tide, as demarcated by the National Center for Sustainable Coastal Management in accordance with the laid down procedures and made available to various coastal states and union territories. The second point, CRZ shall apply to the land areas between high tide lines to 50 meters or width of the creek, whichever is less on the landward side along the tidal influence water bodies that are connected to the sea, and distance up to which development along such tidal influence water bodies is to be regulated shall be governed by the distance up to which tidal effects are experienced, which shall be determined based on salinity concentration of 5 parts per thousand ppt, measured during the driest period of the year and distance up to which tidal effects are experienced shall be clearly identified and demarcated accordingly in the coastal zone management plan, hereafter referred as CZMP. थोडक्यात त्यांनी डिस्टन्सेस कुठले कुठले कन्सिडर करायचे हे त्यांनी क्लिअरली मेन्शन केलेलं आहे. आता दुसऱ्या काही ज्या स्मॉलर वॉटर बॉडीज असतील and that are influenced by this creek are also considered under CRZ up to 50 meters. So provided that CRZ limit of 50 meters or width of creek, whichever is less, shall be subject to revision and final approval of the respective CZMPs as per this notification, framed with due consultative process, public hearing, etc., and environmental safeguards enlisted therein, and till such time the CZMP to this notification is approved, the limit of 100 meters or width of the creek, whichever is less, shall continue to apply. म्हणजे हे जे ऍक्ट आहेत ते बऱ्यापैकी कॉम्प्रिहेन्सिव्ह असतात, त्यामुळे लिगल फॉर्मॅटमध्ये त्याची लँग्वेज थोडीशी क्लिष्ट असते किंवा त्यांचं डिस्क्रिप्शन हे सर्वसमावेशक असतं, सो दॅट there will not be any excuse or we can say other meaning. So they are mentioning it clearly, and even many clauses are amended from time to time as per the requirement. So for the purposes of this subparagraph, the expression tidal influence water bodies means water bodies influenced by the tidal effects from sea in the bays, estuaries, rivers, creeks, backwaters, lagoons, ponds that are connected to the sea. So these are the different water bodies. You can search for these terminologies which are related to the coastal area. आपल्या भागात त्यातल्या बऱ्याच गोष्टी नसतील. So intertidal zone means the area between high tide line and a low tide line. Okay, that is high tide line कुठपर्यंत असते आणि low tide line कुठपर्यंत असते, त्याच्यामधला जो भाग आहे that is intertidal zone. The water and the bed area between low tide line to the territorial water limit 12 nautical miles in case of sea, and water and the bed area between low tide line at the bank to the low tide line on the opposite side of the bank of tidal influence water bodies. आपली जी हद्द असते पाण्यामध्ये समुद्रामध्ये that is up to 12 nautical miles. Classification of CRZ for the purpose of conserving and protecting the coastal areas and marine waters. CRZ area shall be classified as follows. CRZ1, त्याच्यामध्ये 1 कुणाला म्हणायचं, 2 कुणाला म्हणायचं, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये कुठल्या प्रकारचे प्रोव्हिजन्स आहेत फॉर द डेव्हलपमेंट, त्याच्या दृष्टीने आपल्या दृष्टीने इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. CRZ1 shall constitute the following ecologically sensitive areas and the geomorphological features which play a role in maintaining the integrity of the coast, whereas mangroves जंगल आपण पाहिले, खारफुटीचे जंगल, they conserve that particular ecosystem, and even in that salty water they can sustain. So mangroves, in case of mangroves area is more than 1000 square meters, a buffer of 50 meters along the mangrove shall be provided, and such area shall also constitute CRZ1A. Coral and coral reefs. We have seen what is coral and coral reefs. Biodiversity. A different kind of biodiversity is available in the coastal area or in the seabed or in the creeks or the area which is nearby to coast, sea coast. So you can understand all these terminologies by watching some videos. Sand dunes, biologically active mud flats, काही दलदलीचे भाग असतात. National parks, marine parks, sanctuaries, reserve forest, wildlife habitat. You can watch Sundarban, a video of Sundarban, that is delta created by the which river? Are you listening? Can anyone tell? Sundarban is delta created by which river? Ganga river in near Kolkata in West Bengal. Salt marshes, झाडं झुडपं, marshy land, turtle nesting grounds. You must have seen some of the parts or videos on National Geographic Channel or Discovery Channel regarding conservation of turtle. Turtle म्हणजे काय कासव. ते कोस्टल एरियामध्ये येतात बाहेर. They lay the eggs and they propagate their species. Horseshoe crabs habitat. So these all are the elements of biodiversity, or we can say food cycle in that particular environment. Seagrass beds, nesting grounds of the birds. You can see some of the birds uh, build their houses on a particular type of plant only. They will not build their house on any kind of tree available nearby, but they will identify particularly the trees which are good for their nesting. So areas or structures of archaeological importance and heritage sites. You can see Pondicherry, Goa are having many monumental buildings and heritage structures. Even Cochin, Mumbai. A detailed environment management plan shall be formulated by the states and union territories for such ecologically sensitive areas in respective territories, as mapped out by National Center for Sustainable Coastal Management, Chennai, based on the guidelines as contained in annexure. Okay. CRZB, CRZ1B, the intertidal zone between low tide line and high tide line shall constitute CRZ1B. CRZ2, CRZ2 shall constitute the developed land areas up to or close to shoreline within the existing municipal limits or in other existing legally designated urban areas which are sustainably built up with ratio of built up plots to that of total plots being more than 50% and have been provided with drainage and approach roads and other infrastructural facilities such as water supply, sewerage mains, etc. So you have to remember the area which falls under the different categories of this classification. Classification of CRZ and activities permitted within that particular zone. CRZ3, land areas that are relatively undisturbed, rural areas. So we are going away from the coastal area. CRZ1 was near to coastal or high tide line. then CRZ2, now CRZ3. We are going away from the coastal area towards rural areas, and those which do not fall under CRZ2 shall constitute CRZ3, and CRZ3 shall further be classified into following categories as A, B. Such densely populated CRZ3 areas where the population density is more than 2161 per square kilometer as per 2011 census base shall be designated as CRZ 3A. Area up to 50 meters from the high tide line on the landward side shall be earmarked as the no development zone, provided CZMP, Coastal Zone Management Plan. Coastal Zone Management Plan, CZMP. Framed with due consultative process have been approved, following which NDZ, that is no development zone of 200 meters, shall continue to apply. So these are nothing but guidelines for the permission or indirectly for development that we will see in next part. All others CRZ3 areas with population density less than 2161, 2161, more than 2161 and less than 2161 per square kilometer as per 2011 census base shall be designated as CRZ3B, and area up to 200 meters from the high tide line on the landward side shall be earmarked as a no development zone. Land area up to 50 meters from high tide line or width of creek, whichever is less, along the tidal influence water bodies in the CRZ3 shall also be earmarked as NDZ in CRZ3. So NDZ shall not be applicable in the areas falling within the notified port limits. So you can see there are ports also in the coastal areas. You can see coastal areas and their importance with respect to the ports. CRZ4 shall constitute the water area and shall be further classified as under 4A, the water area and the seabed area between low tide line up to 12 nautical miles on the seaward side shall constitute CRZ4A. आता आपण समुद्राकडे गेलेलो आहोत, बरोबर आहे. CRZ4B areas shall include the water area and the bed area between the low tide line at the bank of the tidal influence water body to the low tide line on the opposite side of the bank, extending from the mouth of the water body at the sea up to influence of the tide, that is salinity of 5 parts per thousand ppt, parts per million ppm you must have heard, and similarly there is one another unit, parts per thousand, that is parts per thousand ppt, ppm ppt, during the dry season of the year. Why they must have considered dry season of the year? That is again a logic you can understand. In the dry season, the salinity will increase or decrease. With increase in evaporation, salinity will increase. Areas requiring special consideration in the CRZ, following coastal areas shall be accorded special consideration for the purpose of protecting the critical coastal environment and difficulties faced by the local communities. Critically vulnerable coastal areas. Sundarban of West Bengal and other economically sensitive areas influence identified as under Environment Protection Act 1986, such as Gulf of Khambat, Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat, Kutch area मध्ये you can see near border of the Pakistan, you can see Gulf of Kutch. तिथे सुद्धा खूप असं लो लाईंग क्रीक एरिया आहे. मालवण, आचरा, रत्नागिरी in महाराष्ट्र, कारवार, Konpur in Karnataka, Bemnad in Kerala, Gulf of Mannar in Tamil Nadu, Baitarkanika in Odisha, Koringa, East Godavari and Krishna in Andhra Pradesh shall be treated as critical vulnerable coastal areas and managed with the involvement of coastal communities, including fisher folk who depend on coastal resources for their sustainable livelihood. So they have identified some of the areas as critically vulnerable coastal areas. CRZ for inland backwater islands and islands along the mainland coast. CRZ falling within municipal limits of Greater Mumbai. So these areas require special consideration in CRZ. To protect critical coastal environment and difficulties faced by local communities. You can see the people in the Mumbai are facing problems related to non-availability of fish in the area near to Mumbai due to pollution or you can say poor quality of the water. So you can see further part prohibited activities within CRZ. The following activities shall be prohibited in general within the entire CRZ and exceptions to these and other permissible and regulated activities in specific CRZ categories, whereas 1, 2, 3, 4 shall govern by the provisions of paragraph 5. Setting up of new industries and expansion of existing industries, operations or processes. Manufacture or handling of oil, storage and disposal of hazardous substances as specified in the notification of MOEF GSR 395. Setting up of new fish processing units. लँड रिक्लेमेशन म्हणजे काय? समुद्रामध्ये मातीचा भराव टाकून आपण ॲडिशनली माती टाकून काही भाग हा भूभाग म्हणून तयार करू शकतो. दॅट इज लँड रिक्लेमेशन. मुंबईचा बराच भाग जो आहे दॅट इज पार्ट ऑफ लँड रिक्लेमेशन. अर्लियर मुंबई वॉज अ पार्ट ऑफ 7 islands. They are now connected by the land reclamation. Even you must have seen some of the videos of Dubai also. The many projects in the Dubai are on land reclaimed area. So land reclamation, bunding or disturbing the natural course of seawater except for the activities permissible under this notification and executed with prior permission from the competent authority. Discharge of untreated waste and effluents from the industries, cities or towns and other human settlements. So these are prohibited activities within CRZ. We have to treat the water, wastewater before which it is discharged to the natural water body or CRZ area. Dumping of city or town waste, including construction debris, industrial solid waste, fly ash for the purpose of landfilling. Port and harbor projects in high eroding stretches of the coast. Mining of sand, rocks, and other substrata materials. Dressing or altering of active sand dunes. In order to safeguard the aquatic system and marine life, disposal of plastic into coastal waters shall be prohibited and adequate measures for management and disposal of plastic material shall be undertaken in CRZ, drawal of groundwater. And now we will see regulations of permissible activities in CRZ. So we can see CRZ 1A as per our classification. We will see which activities are promoted or permitted. These areas are ecologically most sensitive and generally no activity shall be permitted to be carried out in CRZ 1A area with following exceptions. Ecotourism activities. Ecotourism activity म्हणजे काय असतात? They are considering the eco-sensitivity of the area and they are using that particular environment by taking care of that environment. So ecotourism activities such as mangrove walks, या जंगलामधून फिरून मँग्रोवचा अभ्यास करणं बघणं, ट्री हट्स, नेचर ट्रेल्स, निसर्गामध्ये भटकंती करणं. In identified stretches areas subject to such ecotourism plan featuring in the approved CZMP, Coastal Zone Management Plan, as per this notification framed with due consultative process, public hearings, etc., and further subject to the environmental safeguards and precautions related to ecologically sensitive areas as enlisted in CZMP. In the mangrove buffer, only such activities shall be permitted like laying of pipelines, transmission lines, conveyance system, or mechanisms and construction of roads on stilts, etc. that are required for public utilities. Construction of roads and roads on stilts by way of reclamation in CRZ1 areas shall be permitted only in exceptional cases or for defense, strategic purposes, and public utilities, subject to a detailed marine and terrestrial or both environment impact assessment to be recommended by the CZMP. Coastal Zone Management Authority and approved by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. And in case of construction of such roads, passes through mangrove areas is or is likely to damage the mangroves, a minimum 3 times of the mangroves area affected or destroyed or cut during the construction process shall be taken up for compensatory plantation of mangroves. म्हणजे एका ठिकाणी आपल्याला जर मँग्रोव्हची जंगल कट करावी लागली तर 3 टाइम्स तुम्हाला दुसऱ्या जागेवरती तशा प्रकारचं एन्व्हायरमेंट करावं लागेल, तयार करावं लागेल. CRZ 1B, the intertidal areas activities shall be regulated or permissible in the CRZ 1B areas as under land reclamation, building, etc. shall be permitted only for activities such as foreshore facilities like ports, harbors, jetties, wharves, quays, slipway, bridges, hoverports, or coast guard ceilings. These are the parts of marine structures, or we can say ports and harbors. जेटी म्हणजे जिथं जहाज येऊन थांबतात वगैरे, जिथून लोडिंग अनलोडिंग करू शकतो आपण. समुद्रामध्ये प्रोजेक्टेड पोर्शन असतो बघा, जेटीज तुमच्या लक्षात येईल. यू कॅन गुगल इट. In one video you will find out all these structures. Wharf as a single word, plural मध्ये wharfs म्हणतात, quays, slipway, bridges, etc. प्रोजेक्ट्स फॉर डिफेन्स स्ट्रॅटेजिक अँड सिक्युरिटी पर्पजेस. बऱ्याच वेळा हे रूल ॲप्लिकेबल नसतात. म्हणजे असं काही डिफेन्स स्ट्रॅटेजिक किंवा ज्या काही गोष्टी आहेत पोर्ट कन्स्ट्रक्शन वगैरे त्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला काही प्रमाणामध्ये कॉम्प्रोमाइज करावं लागतं. वी आर compensating it on the other areas. Roads on stilts provided that such roads shall not be authorized for permitting development on the landward side of such roads till the existing of high tide line. हाय टाईड लाईन मध्ये आपल्याला कुठलंही बांधकाम करता येत नाहीये. Provided that use of that reclaimed land may be permitted only for public utilities such as mass rapid or multimodal transit system, construction and installation of all necessary associated public utilities and infrastructure to operate such transit or transport system, including those for electrical electronic signaling system, transit stopover of permitted designs except for any industrial operation, repair and maintenance. Measures for control of erosion, maintenance and clearing of waterways, channels, ports, overports for Coast Guard, measures to prevent sandbars, activities for installation of tidal regulators, laying of stormwater drains, or for structure for prevention of salinity ingress and freshwater recharge. Activities related to waterfront or directly needing foreshore facilities such as ports and harbors, jetties, quays, wharfs, erosion control measures, breakwaters, pipelines, lighthouses, navigational safety facilities, coastal police stations, Indian coast stations and like. Power by non-conventional energy sources and associated facilities. Non-conventional म्हणजे कोणते आहेत? Generally non-conventional are renewable sources of energy like wind energy, solar energy, transfer of hazardous substances from ships to ports, terminal and refineries and vice versa. Then facilities for receipt and storage of petroleum products and liquefied natural gas as specified in Annexure 2 to this notification and subject to storage of non-hazardous cargo, edible oil, fertilizers, food grains in notified ports, hatchery and natural fish drying. Existing fish processing units may utilize 25% additional plinth area for modernization purpose, subject to the following. Treatment facilities are for waste and effluents and conveyance of treated effluents, stormwater drains, projects classified as strategic defense related projects, manual mining of atomic minerals, exploration and extraction of oil and natural gas, foreshore requiring facilities for transport of raw materials, salt harvesting and associated facilities, desalination plants and associated facilities. So many infrastructure facilities are also created near to the coastal areas. So they have given some regulations of permissible activities. काय काय परमिसिबल आहे, काय काय परमिसिबल नाही आहे. CRZ 2, construction of buildings for residential purposes, school, hospitals, institutions, offices, public places shall be permitted only on the landward side of the existing road or on the landward side of existing authorized fixed structure. Provided that no permissions for construction of buildings shall be given on landward side of the any new roads which are constructed on the seaward side of an existing road. कायद्यातला पळवाटा काढू नये म्हणून एवढं क्लिअरली लिहिलेलं आहे बघा. एखादा नवीन रोड झाला तर त्या पद्धतीने आपण लँडवर्ड साईडला सुद्धा बांधकाम करू शकत नाही अप टू फर्स्ट एक्झिस्टिंग रोड. So building permitted as above shall be subject to the local, town and country planning regulations as applicable from time to time. The floor space index or the floor area ratio prevailing as on the date of this notification, and in the event that there is need for amendment of the FS after date of publication of this notification in the official gazette, the urban local body, state government and or union government or union territory shall approach the Ministry of Environment and Forest. So reconstruction of authorized building shall be permitted without change in the present land use, subject to the local, town and country planning regulation as applicable from time to time. Okay. Development of vacant plots in designated areas for construction of beach resort or hotels or tourism development project, subject to conditions of guidelines. Temporary tourism facilities shall be permissible in the beaches, which shall only include shacks, toilets or washrooms, change rooms, shower panels or walkways constructed using interlocking paver blocks, drinking water facilities, sitting arrangement, etc. Such facilities shall, however, be permitted only subject to the tourism plan featuring in the approved CZMP as per this notification, framed with due consultative process or public hearing and further subject to the environmental safeguard enlisted in the CZMP. CRZ 3 activities as permitted in CRZ 1 shall also permitted in CRZ 3. Regulations of activities in no development zone. No construction shall be permitted within NDZ in CRZ 3 except repairs or reconstruction of existing authorized structures not exceeding the existing floor space index. Agriculture, horticulture, gardens, pastures, parks, playfields, and forestry. What is meant by pasture? Can anyone tell? I think pasture means गवताची कुरणे. Yes. You can read all these provisions in respective point. Regulations of activities for CRZ3 area beyond NDZ. CRZ4. So we have to prepare a plan to manage the coastal areas. That is nothing but coastal zone management plan. CRZ clearance for permissible and regulated activities delegation. Enforcement of this notification. Areas requiring special consideration. In order to protect and preserve the green lung of the Greater Mumbai area, all open spaces, parks, gardens, playgrounds indicated in the development plans within CRZ2 shall be categorized as no development zone, and FSI up to 15% shall be allowed only for construction of civic amenities, stadium, gymnasium, meant for recreational or sport related activities, and residential and commercial use in such open spaces shall not be permissible. जनरली बघा म्हणजे कोस्टल एरियामध्ये थोडेसे हलके फुलके म्हणू शकतो आपण ऍक्टिव्हिटीज परमिट केलेल्या असतात बट परमनंट स्ट्रक्चर्स ऑर लाईक बिल्डिंग हाय राईज स्ट्रक्चर्स आर नॉट permitted. Construction of sewage treatment plants, areas for the purpose of treating the sewage from the municipal shall area shall be taken only by the municipal authorities in the exceptional circumstances where no alternate site is available to set up such facilities, subject to the recommendation of the Coastal Zone Management Authority and approval by the central government. And in case of construction of such plant is inevitable in a mangrove area, a minimum 3 times the mangrove area affected or destroyed or cut during the construction process shall be taken up compensatory plantation for mangroves. Such kind of implementation you can see in the case of Navi Mumbai airport also. Navi Mumbai airport near Panvel, तिथे त्यांनी बऱ्यापैकी हा कोस्टल एरिया जो आहे that is undertaken for the construction of airport. They are diverting one of the small stream also to have continuous stretch for the airport. So all that particular impact, that is environment impact assessment is carried out, and they have given clear guidelines about the compensatory plantation of the mangroves or measures to be taken for such damage. So conservation, protection and management of framework for ecological sensitive areas. So you can have consideration of all these guidelines while planning for such coastal areas. These are the guidelines for development of beach resorts, hotels and tourism development projects in the designated CRZ areas. बऱ्याच वेळा परमनंट स्ट्रक्चर नसतात बघा थोडंसंच परमनंट स्ट्रक्चर असतं और ओनली ग्राउंड फ्लोअर इज ऑल्सो परमिटेड अशा वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे रिस्ट्रिक्शन असतात Guidelines for preparation of coastal zone management plan, CZMP. Hazard line preparation of CZ, coastal zone management plans and maps, local level CZM maps, classification of CZA areas, public consultation in CZMP. So you have to prepare a proper report when you are applying for a particular project in this coastal area. So this is all about coastal zone management or coastal regulation zone. Now you can see special economic zone, that is SEZ. So this is export oriented production, and now SEZ is applicable even for IT parks, research parks, pharmaceutical companies, and many production oriented companies also, like automobiles or some other we can say food products which can be exported. So special economic zone is nothing but a government policy. In that particular policy, government was supposed to provide a land for establishment of all these industries. So why do these investors will take part in such huge investments or through foreign direct investment like FDI? So government is providing them one window clearance. Many facilities are provided, electricity supply, water supply, then again infrastructure is provided, as well as many permissions will be provided, and there will be waiver of the taxes for some period of the years, so that many foreign companies will come up, will establish their production units in India, and our local area will get developed, will get more employment opportunities, and we will get foreign currency by exporting all these production. So this was the simple motive or objective of the this scheme, that is special economic zone. It was partly successful because at many places or many SEZs could not came into picture, or in the reality they uh, took a large part of land from the government. Otherwise it was very difficult to get land acquisition from the people directly, but they could not prepare or construct that particular project or industry, and which was the objective of this SEZ policy. So afterwards, many SEZs were cancelled, and now some SEZs are in working condition. Some SEZs have been cancelled. You can see that is directly mention of export, number of formal approvals. 427. Notified SEZs 379. Operational SEZ 267. Units approved. Okay. Land for SEZ. Investment. Employment. Export. Like this. So India was one of the first in Asia to recognize the effectiveness of the export processing zone model in promoting exports with Asia's first efficient setup in Kandla in 1965 with view to overcome the shortcomings experienced in on account. This is CZMP for Mumbai. Here you can see the categorization as per our section. And color code CRZ 1, 2, 3, 4. So SEZ we are going through, CRZ we have completed, and remaining part is applications of GIS, GPS, remote sensing in planning. So GIS is nothing but geographical information system which helps to prepare maps. GPS is global positioning system that is in terms of latitude, longitude. We are fixing the locations, and remote sensing is nothing but getting images of the terrain or the area or the land uses by using satellites. So you can use all these techniques for better planning processes or urban planning, conservation of water resources or water bodies. There are so many applications of all these geoinformatics tools that you can see as one of the separate subject also in new syllabus of third year civil engineering as remote sensing and GIS. The policy intended to make SEZs an engine for economic growth. So generally many projects come up are planned for the economic growth of that particular area, and some of the provisions are made in the regional plan of that particular area also. So you can see SEZs, detailed information about SEZ. Quality infrastructure complemented by attractive fiscal package both at the center and state level with the minimum possible regulations. SEZ in India functioned from 2000 to 6 under the provisions of foreign trade policy, and fiscal incentives were made effective through the provisions of relevant status. To instill confidence in the investors and signal the government commitment to stable SEZ policy regime, and with few to impart stability to SEZ regime, thereby generating greater economic activity and employment through the establishment of SEZ. A comprehensive draft SEZ bill prepared after extensive discussions with the stakeholders. A number of meetings were held in various parts of the country, both by the Minister of Commerce and Industry as well as senior officials. For this purpose, the Special Economic Zones Act 2005 was passed by Parliament in 2005, which received presidential assent in 2005, and draft SEZ rules were widely discussed and put on the website of the Department of Commerce, offering suggestions and comments. Around 800 suggestions were received on the draft rules. After extensive consultations, and the SEZ Act 2005, supported by SEZ rules, came into effect on 10th February 2006, providing for drastic simplification of the procedures for single window clearance on matters related to central as well as state government. The main objectives of SEZ Act are generation of additional economic activity, promotional of promotion of exports of goods and services, promotion of investment from domestic and foreign services sources, creation of employment opportunities, development of infrastructure facilities. So it is expected that this will trigger a large flow of foreign and domestic investment in SEZs in infrastructure and productive capacity, leading to generation of additional economic activity and creation of employment opportunities. The SEZ Act 2005 envisages key role in the state governments in export promotion and creation of related infrastructure. Single window SEZ approval mechanism has been provided through 19-member interministerial SEZ board of approval. The applications duly recommended by the respective state governments, union territory administration are considered by the BOA periodically. All decisions of BOA board of approvals are with consensus. The SEZ rule provide for different minimum land requirements for different class of SEZ. Every SEZ is divided into processing area where alone the SEZ units will come up and non-processing area where the supportive infrastructure is to be created. SEZ rules provide for approval mechanism. So you can see this is the main objective of SEZ, and on that line many projects or SEZ you can say in Chakan MIDC also or Chakan area. Many automobile SEZs are now in working condition. They are providing good employment opportunities as well as growth has been observed in that particular area. But still some SEZ could not get started, and that was the other side of this policy. So you can see these details, facilities and incentives. SEZ Act. So some facilities or incentives are given to the SEZs so that investor will be ready or will be attracted. Duty-free import, domestic procurement of goods for development, operation and maintenance of SEZ units. 100% income tax exemption on export income for SEZ units for first 5 years, 50 years for next 5 years, thereafter, and 50% of the plowed back export profit for next 5 years. Exemption from minimum alternate tax, exemption from central sales tax. The major intensity facilities available to SEZ developers include exemption from customs and excise duties, income tax exemption, exemption from minimum alternate tax. Okay, so there were many exemptions or facilities provided. Operational SEZs in India. So operational SEZs in India. Visakhapatnam Device Laboratory Limited, Visakhapatnam, pharmaceuticals, footwear. You can go through this list. IT, ES, IT enabled services, IT Pass, textile, multi-product. We will see whether there is any project from Maharashtra. Okay, SIVs, electronics, Serum Biopharma Park, Pune, Ion Kharadi Infrastructure, IT Park, Maharashtra Industrial Development Corporation, Shendre, Wipro Limited, Hinjwadi, Naigaon, Nanded, Pharmaceuticals, Sintel International Private Limited, Talavade. So these are working as SEZs. The Mandri Stirred Farm Private Limited. Pharmaceuticals, Infosys Technology Limited, Pune, MAN,